My child, do not skip this moment. I am speaking to you now with an urgency that comes from love, not fear. The enemy hopes you will leave before I finish speaking because he knows what happens when you listen fully. He knows that truth breaks chains, that light exposes hidden traps, that one moment in my presence can undo years of confusion. Give me 1 minute, just one, because your soul is standing at a crossroads right now. You may feel like this is just another message, just another voice among many. But listen to me closely. This moment was arranged before you ever arrived here. I saw the pressure around you, the quiet exhaustion, the thoughts you keep pushing away because they feel too heavy to face. I know how easy it would be to scroll away, to delay, to say later. But later has already cost you peace before. Stay with me now. There are paths opening and others closing, and the choice is not loud or dramatic. It is subtle and quiet, made in moments like this. I am not here to accuse you or frighten you. I am here because I love you too much to let you walk forward unaware. You have been praying for clarity even if you didn't use those words. You have been asking for relief, for direction, for something to make sense. This is why you must not leave. 1 minute with me can protect you from years of regret. 1 minute can realign what has been drifting. I am not asking for your perfection, only your attention. Stay, my child, because what I am about to speak is meant to guard your heart and guide your steps. Do not rush past the very moment I am reaching for you. Listen carefully, beloved. I am asking you not with force, but with a voice that knows your weakness and still calls you chosen. If you walk away now, you may never realize the trap that was closing around you. The most dangerous traps are not the ones that look like destruction, but the ones that feel familiar, comfortable, and harmless. I see the patterns forming around you. The quiet compromises, the small distractions that seem innocent but slowly pull you away from what gives life. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal is meant to save you. Not just from pain, but from becoming someone you were never meant to be. I know you are tired. I know part of you wants to rest from thinking, from choosing, from resisting. But understand this, rest does not come from avoidance. It comes from truth. I am not here to overwhelm you. I am here to uncover what has been hidden, so it can no longer harm you in silence. The enemy does not need to push you hard if he can simply wait for you to look away. That is why this moment matters. I am giving you clarity before confusion settles in deeper. I am offering light before the path grows darker. You do not have to fight alone, and you do not have to figure everything out right now. All I ask is that you stay. Listen with your heart, not just your ears. Let my words reach the places you avoid. What I reveal will not crush you. It will free you. Remain here with me, because walking away now would mean turning your back on the very help you have been asking for. My child, hear me with seriousness and with hope. 99 out of 100 will ignore this voice and fall without knowing why. Not because they are evil, not because they are foolish, but because they believe the lie that this moment is optional. They believe they have time, that warnings can wait, that clarity will come later. But you are still here, and that is not an accident. Something in you sensed that this mattered even if you could not explain it. Do not turn away now. Your life depends on hearing this fully. Not because I am threatening you, but because direction determines destination. I see how close you have come to certain edges, how often you told yourself you were fine while your spirit felt unsettled. I see the quiet battles, the questions you never voiced, the moments you felt a pull in your heart and ignored it. I'm speaking now to interrupt that pattern. You are not weak for needing guidance. You are wise for stay. Most will choose noise over truth, comfort over correction, distraction over depth. But you, my child, are still listening. That tells me your heart is not asleep. Do not let impatience steal what awareness is trying to give you. Stay until the end, because every word builds upon the last. Leaving early would be like stopping halfway across a bridge. I am leading you somewhere safe, but you must keep walking with me. This is not about fear. It is about life. Remain here because what you are about to understand will explain things you have felt but never fully understood. I am speaking now and the darkness is afraid you will listen. That is not poetry. It is truth. Darkness survives in secrecy, in confusion, in half-truths and unanswered questions. The moment you truly listen, it begins to lose its grip. Give me 1 minute because what you hear next will expose what hath been hidden against you. I know you may be skeptical, cautious, guarded by disappointment from the past. I understand that. But hear me, exposure is not meant to shame you. It is meant to protect you. There are influences around you that do not announce themselves as harmful. There are voices that sound reasonable, feelings that feel justified, paths that look safe. I am about to pull back the curtain, not to overwhelm you, but to equip you. You have felt tension lately for a reason. You have sensed something was off, but couldn't name it. That awareness is not anxiety. It is discernment awakening. Stay with me now, because once you see clearly, you cannot be easily deceived again. The enemy fears clarity more than strength, truth more than effort. You do not need to fight harder. You need to see better. That is what I am giving you now. 1 minute in my light can undo years of subtle confusion. Do not underestimate this moment. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. I am reaching you where you are because I want to lead you where you need to be. Stay, my child. Listen completely. What is about to be revealed will change how you move forward. Comment Jesus, I love you more than life itself, if he is truly your everything. My beloved child, hear me now and do not treat this moment as ordinary. I am speaking to you with intention, and nothing about this is accidental. You did not arrive here by chance. You did not pause at this moment because of habit or curiosity alone. I have drawn you here gently but deliberately, because this moment carries weight far beyond what your natural eyes can see. There are times when heaven leans closer, when the unseen world is more active than usual. And this is one of those times. I need you to understand that what feels like a simple pause in your day is actually a spiritual intersection. Decisions are forming, directions are being set, and silence or attention will shape what follows. That is why I am speaking with urgency and love together. I am not alarmed, but I am alert. I am not fearful, but I am firm. And I am asking you to stay present with me now. There are unseen forces active around you in this very moment. This does not mean you are in danger, but it does mean you are significant. The enemy does not waste effort on what has no value. He does not watch closely what carries no purpose. You have wondered before why distraction seems to follow you so persistently, why your focus is so often pulled away at the exact moment clarity begins to rise. That is not coincidence. Distraction is not a harmless habit, it is a carefully used weapon. It does not shout, it whispers. It does not attack openly. It gently nudges you away from stillness, away from listening, away from depth. The enemy's greatest desire is not to destroy you outright because destruction draws attention. His greatest desire is silence, distance, and partial listening. He wants you to hear just enough to feel comforted, but not enough to be changed. He wants you to begin, but not to finish. That is why I am calling you now to listen fully. I want you to feel how close I am to you in this moment. You are not exposed. You are not unguarded. You are not alone. My presence surrounds you, even as I warn you. I do not speak urgency to frighten you. I speak urgency to protect you. Loving Father raises his voice not because he's angry, but because his child is nearing a road. I see the whole path, not just the next step. And I know where silence would lead you. That is why I interrupt you now. That is why I ask you not to rush, not to multitask, not to half listen. What I am saying to you now is not noise, it is direction. You may feel a tension in your spirit as you listen, a sense that this matters more than you expected. That is because your spirit recognizes my voice even when your mind is still catching up. I created you to respond to truth. I formed you with an inner awareness that stirs when eternity brushes against time. That stirring you feel is not anxiety, it is alignment. It is your soul recognizing that something important is being addressed. Do not suppress that feeling. Do not label it discomfort and move away. Lean in because clarity often arrives before comfort. I chose you to hear this, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Willingness is precious in my sight. Many are busy, many are loud, many are confident, but few are willing to stop and listen deeply. You are still here, and that tells me your heart is open. Even if it is tired, even if it is wounded, even if it is confused, I am not speaking to you as a stranger. I know your history. I know the moments you almost gave up, the nights you lay awake with thoughts you never spoke aloud, the questions you asked me that felt like they disappeared into silence. I was there then, and I am here now. And this moment is part of the answer you have been waiting for. Understand this clearly, my child. The enemy does not fear your activity as much as he fears your awareness. You can stay busy and still be bound. You can appear strong and still be misled. But when you truly listen, when you become aware of what is shaping your thoughts and guiding your choices, his influence weakens. That is why he works so hard to keep you distracted, emotionally numbed, or constantly rushing. A distracted heart rarely notices subtle danger. A hurried mind often misses gentle guidance. I am calling you out of that pattern now, not with condemnation, but with care. Please support our channel. Our work is dedicated to bringing happiness into your life and guiding you toward devotion to God. If you would like to support us, you can donate through Super Thanks. There are things unfolding around you that you cannot yet see clearly, and that is not a failure on your part. It is simply the nature of walking by faith. But I do not want you walking blindly. I want you walking attentively. Silence toward my voice creates vulnerability, but listening creates covering. Every word you receive now strengthens your discernment for what lies ahead. I am preparing you not just for today, but for days to come. This is why this moment matters. This is why I ask you to remain, to resist the urge to scam, to stay until I finish what I am saying to you. You are chosen, not singled out for harm, but set apart for purpose. And when purpose is near, resistance increases. That does not mean you should fear what is ahead. It means you should listen closely to the one who sees the whole picture. I am not asking you to fight. I am asking you to hear. Hearing precedes wisdom. Wisdom precedes to peace, and peace will guide you safely where striving never could. I am also shielding you even as I speak. You are protected by my truth, guarded by my presence, and covered by my love. Nothing can snatch you from my hand while you remain attentive to my voice. That is why I emphasize listening fully. Afford truth leaves room for confusion. Fully received truth brings stability. I want stability for you. I want you grounded, not shaken by every feeling or opinion. I want you rooted, not reactive. This begins here in this moment with your attention. Do not underestimate the power of one moment of true listening. Entire lives have shifted because someone stayed when it would have been easier to leave. Entire futures have changed because a heart chose awareness over avoidance. You are not late. You have not missed your chance. You are here now, and now is enough. This is the moment I have chosen to speak clearly to you, and I will continue to speak if you continue to listen. Stay with me, my child. Let the noise fade. Let the urgency sharpen your focus, not your fear. You are safe with me. You are seen by me. You are being guided even now. This moment is not random. It is necessary. And as you listen, you are already stepping into the protection, clarity, and purpose I have prepared for you. My beloved child, I want you to understand something clearly now. Not so you become afraid, but so you become aware. The enemy does not begin with chaos. He begins with quiet. He does not rush you into destruction. He gently guides you into delay. He does not shout lies at you. He whispers reasonable thoughts. He does not always tempt you with what looks evil. He tempts you with what looks harmless, comfortable, and familiar. That is why he wants you to skip. That is why he hopes you will tell yourself, "I'll listen later. I already know this," or "I'm too tired right now." He knows that later is often where truth goes to fade, and tiredness is often where discernment falls asleep. I see the moments when you feel the pull to scroll just a little longer, to distract yourself just enough to avoid stillness. I see when your body feels heavy and your mind feels foggy, and you tell yourself you will return to this when you have more energy. But hear me gently and truthfully. Tiredness is one of his most effective tools. Not because rest is wrong, but because exhaustion makes small compromises feel justified. When you are weary, you are more likely to delay obedience, more likely to silence conviction, more likely to ignore that quiet nudge in your spirit that says, "Pay attention." The enemy does not need to overpower you if he can simply wear you down. He also works through doubt. Not the loud kind that openly denies me, but the subtle kind that questions timing and importance. Doubt that says, "This isn't really urgent," or "This doesn't apply to me," or "I've heard things like this before." These thoughts feel reasonable, even wise, but they slowly disconnect you from the present moment where grace is being offered. Doubt delays response, and delayed response weakens protection. I'm not saying this to accuse you. I am saying it because I see how often you have been pulled away, not by rebellion, but by distraction. Understand this, my child. Traps rarely look dangerous at first. If they did, few would step into them. They often look like rest, relief, comfort, or harmless distraction. They begin as small Jesus, small delays, small silences. A warning ignored once feels easy to ignore again. A voice silence gently becomes quieter over time. Many falls do not begin with a leap into darkness, but with a slow turning away from light. That is why the enemy wants you to skip. Not because this moment alone would destroy him, but because listening fully strengthens your ability to recognize his patterns later. I have watched many stumble not because they were evil, but because they underestimated small warnings. They told themselves they would aggress things. Later, pre-later. She, and later listen, later became a habit, and the habit became distance. Distance became confusion, and confusion made them vulnerable. I do not want that for you. That is why I speak to you now with clarity and love. You are not weak for needing this reminder. You are wise for receiving it. You may not realize this, but staying right now is already an act of spiritual resistance. You are resisting the pull to numb yourself. You are resisting the urge to postpone truth. You are resisting the habit of half attention. Every moment you choose to remain present with me, you weaken the influence that thrives on your absence. The enemy loses ground, not when you are perfect, but when you are attentive. I also want you to know that the enemy does not always rush because he is patient. He studies timing. He waits for moments when you are emotionally low, mentally crowded, or physically exhausted. That is when skipping feels reasonable. That is when scrolling feels harmless. That is when doubt feels logical. But I am here with you in those moments, calling you back, not with force, but with truth. My voice does not compete for attention. It invites it. An invitation can be ignored, which is why I speak now with urgency wrapped in love. If you love me, please like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.